Let's get my next guest out here. He's taking time out from his huge world tour to be with us tonight. He's one of my favourite comedians. It's Mr. Russell Howard, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is.
Hello, Mary. How are you?
You know Mel, of course.
I'm sitting there.
Come on, sit down, Russell.
Hello.
So, congratulations all to young Russell, because since last time he came on the show, he is now a married man, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Congratulations. Got married earlier this year, I believe?
Yeah.
How did you propose? The traditional route, or was it more of a kind of drunken thing? What happened?
No, I was in Japan, and I asked my girlfriend to marry me, and she said yes. And then I went and had a fight.
Wait, because you weren't happy she said yes?
No, I had a sumo fight to do. So me and my mum were in Japan. There you go.
Now, which one's your mum?
Nice. But that was literally 3 hours after my wife had made me incredibly happy, and then I had to go out thinking, this could be the last time I see her, because that bloke, the one with the bigger moves, he battered me, genuinely. There you go. It was, I was just so happy that I wasn't afraid of being battered whilst wearing a nappy.
Yeah. So you love your mum, you get on very well, you have a great working relationship, it seems to me.
A great working relationship?
Yeah, because, well, I mean, on screen together, you have a lovely chemistry.
Well, she's just a really lovely person.
Yeah.
On that note, I was going to say, that prank that you played on your mum, I thought was genius.
See, I'm good, aren't I?
Oh, I loved it.
I'm really good.
We used to do the thing. We would sort of tamper with her shopping list. So at Christmas, so Mum will have her Christmas shopping list, and my brother would just write, like that. So my mum would be in Tesco going, right, milk, egg, gimp mask. And we hit the jackpot one year. My mum genuinely asked the bloke in Tesco whether they had any crystal meth. She couldn't remember whether she put it on the list or not. She said, do I need crystal meth? I need crystal meth.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
it does sound like something you might cook with.
Well, this is it. Yeah. So she was like, I must be making a new pudding. I need...
How was the wedding, though? Was it an eventful wedding? Because your family, you've talked about your family quite a lot on the show, and they do sound... I'm not being unkind here, because you say this first. They're a very strange bunch of people, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, it was... Yeah, thanks, Madam. Yeah, they're peculiar. I was offered to be on OK magazine, and I didn't do it. But I kind of regret it, because it would have been the front cover you would never have seen. Normally on OK, everyone's kind of slick. It would have just been all my family just...
So they're unfortunate-looking people, as well as...
No, they're beautiful, but they're kind of ragtag and normal. And it was this lovely collision of all my cousins, and my family's like being in a Pogue song, so everything was kind of swirling around, and there's a few famous people there, and Roisin Connerty was there, and Greg Davies was there, and he was like, it's all true, all these stories. People wanted photos with Greg, not because he's incredibly funny, but because he was tall. Genuinely. People my auntie's 4'9", and they got a photo of them together.
Now, he's how tall? He's about 6'7" or something?
Greg's 6'7".
OK, we have this photograph.
Yeah.
So they were just excited.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Look at everyone looking at him like that, right?
It looks like a queue has formed as well to have a photograph taken with the giant, basically.
Yeah. Well, this is it. So my uncle genuinely went up to him and went, so what do you do for work? And Greg said, I'm a performer. And he was like, what, circus? What kind of stuff? And what you can't hear is, off camera, my dad is shouting, don't eat her.
How were the speeches? Did that all go smoothly? Did everyone behave themselves?
Yeah, it was wonderful. There was lots of heckling. My dad heckled my brother. My brother was my best man, and my dad heckled him. So my brother, this is pretty harsh. He goes, my brother went, yeah, we had a fairly unusual childhood, And my dad went, it's because I didn't like you. Like that.
Wow.
And then, and my dog heckled as well. The dog was the ring bearer. There he is.
Oh,
the People's Prince.
What's his name?
Archie.
So hold on, how did he heckle you?
Oh, he heckled because when they pronounced us man and wife, my dog went... and kind of gipped. But he sort of made myself perfectly clear.
I don't approve of this.
He didn't approve, and he sort of sat in the corner.
How were your weddings?
Which one?
Well, which was the best and which was the worst?
Actually, the one 20 years ago was a really lovely wedding. I had it here in Marlow, in England. All the girls came, Victoria included. and it was like a whole big party. It was lovely. And my dad walked me down the aisle, and I remember saying to him, you know, you're meant to say to me, you can turn back at any point. And my dad, I had an argument with him before I walked down the aisle.
Did you?
I was saying to him, say it to me, and he was going, well, it's a bit too late now. Everybody's here, aren't they? And I went, well, just say it anyway. And he goes, oh, it's too late now. Let's just go through the door. And I went through the door like that. Why didn't you say it to me? And then everyone's there. But yeah, that was good memories.
So that's how you entered the church?
Yes.
By having an argument with your
Yes,
dad?
with my dad.
I mean, that's a brilliant way. Like, so the music's like, dun, dun, shut your...
I'm going, say it to me. Yeah, it's funny.
Great.
We should talk about your world tour, because you're in the middle of the tour right now, aren't you?
Yep, it's just so much fun. And we
Huge tour, though. This is a massive tour.
And we're doing these kind of arenas. It's ace. It's just
Are you doing Leeds?
I am, yeah.
Oh, you see.
Come along.
I will do. Invite me.
I invite you.
Perfect.
No, do. Come along.
I will do, for
Yeah.
sure.
Lovely. That'll be fun. I'm doing, is it like the Utility Arena or something like that, I think it's called?
I haven't heard of that.
You just do the stadiums.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Russell's on tour until September next year, I think. Is that why? It's a huge tour.
Yeah, so I'm doing 5 more gigs in the UK and then having a break, and then March is the US. I think May is Europe. You know, I'm incredibly lucky, and my wife's coming on tour with me. It's going to be great.
Does the material work everywhere, or do you have to sort of be sensitive to local...
People are really interested in Britain at the minute, politically, you know, because it's fascinating times that we have a man who's part alpaca, part theosaurus in charge. But then there are certain things that are incredibly different. Like, you don't realise how English you are until you're far away, I think. You know, like I was in New York and I was mentioning Lollipop men, right? And I said, you know, when we need to get kids across a busy road, we give an old man a giant lollipop. And exactly. And this guy went, why? And I was like, I don't know, why? And then suddenly it opened up this lovely... Yeah, exactly, of like, well, why don't you just... Well, I don't know, we should give him a bigger lollipop, you know. But it was funny because you can acknowledge that it's weird.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. And then what's really odd is when you think something's going to be really funny and just gets nappy.
It's not.
Like, I was in Finland, right? And I was eating some chips. And there was a seagull who was kind of like, sort of, you know, hovering near. And this Finnish guy, genuinely, I'm not making this up, grabbed the seagull in the midair and just went, hey! And threw it away, and the seagull was like, all right, mate, fucking hell, right? Yeah, exactly, right?
Amazing.
Unusual, funny. So I go out in Helsinki and I'm like, oh, I saw this guy, right, and he flew like that. And like, this is what you do if you have a problem with the seagull. Throw it away. Why would you not?
They have
Why
got it
would you
sorted.
let him come here?
They've got it sorted.
Yeah.
Because we let them have the chip. Good luck with the tour. Not that you need it. You're a brilliant comedian. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks,
go
sir.
and see him. If you haven't seen him already, go and see him live. Russell Howard. Thank you, Russell. Amazing as always.